Welcome to Demon Tweeks. In this video, we're going to take a look at something that is synonymous with Demon Tweeks, and that is max power car culture. This is Martin. Martin's fully engrossed in max power culture and is part of Max Power Reunion, and that's something we'll discuss a little bit later on in this video. But the reason we've got Martin and kind of a big part of the scene here today is to discuss max power, what it meant, what Demon Tweeks Association is with it, and kind of where it's going next. So, Martin, you're going to have to guide me a little bit because, you know, I couldn't really buy the magazines when I was younger, I'm afraid. So Max Power kind of went before I was even old enough to buy it. So talk me through it.
Well, basically, I started off from a kid, getting into the Max Power cars. It was back in the cruise days when everyone met together. They all started coming from standard sort of cars, doing little bits, and then it really built up into the highly modified engine changes, big kits. It's more like a family.
So it's not, so sometimes from an outside looking in, you can kind of see it as this boy racer car culture, right? That, you know, just a loud exhaust on a pretty standard
people
Corsa,
enjoying it,
right? And those guys enjoy it. But here, I'm kind of seeing an enormous level of attention to detail. So I think maybe we should just take a little walk through the cars, have a look at what we've got going on, how kind of some of these cars have come together. I'm sure you'll know quite a lot about all of them. We'll finish up on your own and we'll discuss, you know, where Demon Tweeks fits into all of this. Come on, let's have a little look. So what have we got? What am I looking at?
Renault 5, this was built by Charisma. He went out the scene for a little while, but now he's coming back in. He's got show awards for it. This is one of his own cars that he's done. This was a show winner the other week. It's at Max Power Reunion. It's just a nice Renault 5 Turbo, how it should be on Max Power. This is what Max Power is all about. Yeah, you got your interiors, your roll cages, the exhaust pipes. It is Max Power.
So for me, that was a cool and relatively extreme version of a Renault 5 anyway, before it got tinkered with, if you like.
Obviously with the tuning, the lower end.
Yeah, of course. You know, and a kind of a lot of people can appreciate this. That is the next step for me.
Yeah, that's
the doors open the wrong way.
Suicide doors, the systems. It's had the full edge system built inside.
Yeah.
His engine's all tuned. It's all on the air suspension, suicide doors. The interior, it's just one-off. Everything's one-off in the Max Power here. When people try to build their own individual stuff.
It's amazing really to see that, you know, people have kept hold of these cars because obviously the whole Max Power thing, you know, that we saw that lots and lots of magazines died and, you know, it became less relevant in the scene as the scene moved on and advertising pulled out, and ultimately we were left without the magazine. But people still own these cars and needed to do something, right? So a lot of you guys have owned these cars from that time period.
They've all been in hiding.
Have kept them in hiding and have now brought them back out. And obviously we'll come on to that in a minute when it comes to talking about the show that Mark sort of started to set up here. Let's take a little look a little bit further down, and I'd like to kind of explore where Demon Tweeks came into it for you guys. We know that kind of a lot of people associate Demon Tweeks with Max Power.
Yeah, Demon Tweeks has been around for, like you say, for a long time now. They've always been in the scene for any parts you want. From Demon Tweeks, you know, like want to find your wheels, your kits and stuff like that back in the day. You could always come to these guys and get what you needed. So they are a part of the scene still.
Yeah, I think that's really interesting. I mean, you know, we have developed our catalogue over time to adapt to newer cultures. You know, people that have been following our Golf R series, they'll have seen what we've done to that. You know, it's definitely not as extreme. Still people do this, right? And we'll come to a very extreme example in a minute, which is yours. Well, you don't have to take your car to this level, but there is a solution for you to make a car unique.
Of course you can,
Because the ultimate reason that you guys built cars like this was to be unique.
Yeah, that's right.
But when you look at something like this car here,
a little bit newer.
It's a bit newer.
Yeah.
We've got what I'm more familiar with from a stance and a show car kind of point of view, which is the way we've seen things go in the last few years, and that we cater for quite a lot across, you know, our range of wheels. We've got some rotiforms on here. It's obviously sat on air. It's a little bit more subtle. This might be the kind of thing that you're familiar seeing in the likes of Ultimate Stance, those kind of tuner kind of modern events, if you like.
It's won the show so many times because one of our friends who built it, it's just like he's very OCD, like you say, under the bonnet. he's made everything so clean. It's not just max power, but it's rolling with it as such, if you know what I mean. It's like a lower section, but it's more stance, sleepery style.
I really like this. I think it's, for me,
it's lovely.
It's super subtle.
Yeah.
We've got to take a look at this though, as well.
This is special. This has been around for 22 years. It's like when you look at the engine.
Yeah.
The engine is tuned, the engine fully, it's done all the chromes, it's all been tuned into an injection as well.
Unbelievable.
It's like with the kits, it's like Phil's got all the body kits, it's got so many different kits back from the days from all the shows, because it's always been a show winner.
Yeah.
And he's had it for so many years in there. When he changed it, you can just come out and unbolt a different kit, put the kit back on, different exhaust pipes. It's just, this is max power. This is beautiful. This
represents the culture,
This is lovely. He hasn't, no nut and bolt has been unturned on this. It's all been nude, it's cleaner than clean.
Amazing. I'm kind of looking forward to hopefully doing a little bit more of a deep dive into this car shortly. And so if that's the case and we can do that and speak to the owner, we'll leave the link in the description below, because that is definitely worth exploring in a little bit more detail. Let's take a look at your machine, because that is extreme, right? And it's the reason that it's at the front here. I don't think that there's anybody that wouldn't be intrigued to come and have a closer look at that car.
100%.
The Lambo doors for me.
Yeah.
Right, that for me screams Need for Speed Underground.
Of course it does, yeah.
I grew up playing that game.
I did.
And putting spinners on cars and Lamborghini doors on absolutely everything that I could.
Yeah.
Give me an overview. We'll talk a little bit in more detail afterwards, but what are we looking at? Is this Moretti headlights?
Yeah, Moretti headlights.
Yeah, blast from the past there. That's definitely a Demon Tweeks catalogue job, right?
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
You've got the Kleber turbo, 6-speed. You've got the LSD hinges on for the Lambo doors. I've got the airbags suspension on it. Yeah. Sparco seats.
Yeah. OMP steering wheel, I see that. Yeah.
It's got so much of a list to try and remember to tell you. It's like all the braking system's been done. I've literally built it from an old banger up to what it is today.
It feels like I'm looking at a Ferrari F40 with the lines.
Yeah.
Right? Is that the vibe? Is that kind of where we see that?
Well, it is. It's like everyone, even when I'm pulling up at traffic lights, and if I'm not driving and I have to trailer it sometimes, it's people pull up and what is it? And they don't know that it's the Astra GTE. And when you tell them, they're like, no way. Yeah. It's just, it is what it is. It's a Riga Astra GTE.
I love it. So, how long have you had this car for?
About 5 years.
Okay, so you've had it a little while. You didn't build this one at the time.
I had, no, over the 5 years, because I've got a car garage myself, it's literally trying to have time to do my own, as well as all the other customers. Yeah. So it's been chucked together as such, quicker than what I wanted it to, but I've just tried to get it done so I can get it out to the shows and start getting it seen.
Amazing. So you obviously mentioned shows. That brings us on quite nicely to kind of where we are now, and the reason ultimately that you guys all brought the cars down today. So tell me about it. Tell me about the Max Power reunion. What's it all about?
It's basically like a family. It's just like all the people, even the kids now, like you say these days now, what have come up, they all love the modded scene, whether it's, like you say, it's subtle, stance, sleeper, to arches, big kits, big wheels, loud exhaust pipes. They can have anything. It's like you say, we're not there to judge anyone for what they do, but what they do, we take your hat off to them. It's just enjoying making your own builds.
Amazing.
It's having a passion for it. It's just enjoying it.
Yeah, I think it's for me, seeing the passion and having chatted to you guys today makes me really excited to see a little bit more of this culture coming back.
Oh, it is coming
back.
And
seeing what's going on. And you guys are super passionate about bringing it back. You know, we're starting to see cars like the Renault 5 starting to win shows outside of that culture.
It is, yeah.
I think that's really special, and it's something here at Demon Tweeks that we want to fully embrace, of course. It's
you guys are part of us. That's why we're all here from when it started off.
Of course, it's where the relationships come back from. It's why you guys reached out on Instagram.
Yeah, and it will come back. Yeah. Trust me, take my word for it. It's coming back. It not will, it is coming back.
So based on that then, let's have a little look at something that's very different to what you guys have bought here today. And that is something that's pretty much brand new. Yeah. And that's our Golf R. Yeah. Similarly to some of the cars here, we've got wheels, we've got suspension to give it a drop.
All the splitters.
We've got the splitters. We're changing it up a bit. It doesn't have Lamborghini doors, right? I don't think I'm going to be able to convince Jack, the owner of this car, that it needs Lamborghini doors.
But it's not everyone's cup of tea, is it?
Exactly. But it's all about making your car unique, right?
Yeah, that's it.
So we've got the ability here to make a modern car like this Golf, a performance Golf as it is, unique.
It is
unique to the owner of this car.
Yeah, because they've put all the extra little bits on themselves.
Exactly.
So it's the same from looking at that to that, what I've done to that, but it's just a difference. It's just you're doing to what you like.
But it's all about coming together, having a good time, you know, enjoying the vehicles that you've got and making them unique to you. And I think there's something really special about that. And to see that passion coming back through from cars with suicide and Lamborghini doors and enormous arches and body kits to something like this where, you know, you can take your time and you can get a newer car, you can pop a splitter on it, a set of springs, and do it to a budget to suit you.
Yeah.
So that kind of wraps this video up a little bit for us. We're going to go and take a deep dive on some of these other cars in just a moment, so look out for those videos on our channel. Obviously, if you are looking to work on your car, maybe not necessarily to the extent that Martin has with his Lamborghini doors, but we definitely have something to suit your car, please do check out the Demon Tweeks website. Check out the links in the description below. We'll leave some links to the cars, Instagram pages, and obviously to the Max Power Reunion show. Please follow us on social for all of the details for that. And if you like this video, hit subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.